I know you've become quite the pro at asking questions, but today is my turn.
Okay, fine.
I'm going to try and figure out what you want. Okay?
Okay.
You know, Kareena, you've always known what you wanted very early on in terms of wanting to be a heroine. But do you remember when that moment was when you really kind of knew? Was it a set that you were on? Was it one moment?
I think obviously as a kid, when I was like 8, 9 years old, I was constantly dancing on Sri Devi ji and Madhuri ji's songs. You know, it was always like,
Concert?
yeah, it was like I saw whatever song I would see of like Tofa and stuff like that those days. I would be like in front of the mirror. I would constantly be, you know, reenacting. I found myself doing that a lot. I think that was obviously a time where I knew that this is what exactly I want to do, you know. And after that, it was always like, you know, just always being on Lolo's set, you know, so much. Watching her perform all those songs, her working with, you know, Govinda and Salman in those, dancing away in Switzerland in those songs. I was always like, oh God, I want to be in front of the camera.
And I grew up already.
Yeah, so it was literally like that.
But was there ever a plan B? Ki, if not this, then what?
I mean, the plan B was always like, it was like, I mean, I thought I did sign myself up at the government law college. I did go for like 5 days, and when I saw the size of the books, I was like, okay, I don't think this is for me. So there was always, I mean, I did keep that option open of wanting to be a lawyer. But, I mean, I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah, because I mean, it's like, I can't even imagine myself, you know, not being in front of the camera now.
Yeah, that's true. Listen, the show is in its 4th season. That's more than most hit web series get renewed as well. What is this curiosity around trying to figure out what women want? Have you figured out?
No, I think the vibe of the show has always stood for, you know, we've always tried to keep it very conversational, keep it very like non-controversial. It's a warm kind of chat. It's about people who come share their views, their thoughts, their opinions on, you know, parenting, motherhood, what their values are, what they think, what they stand for. The first 2 seasons, we always had a lot of different women from different fields, whether it was, you know, we've had a lawyer, we've had doctors, we've had a sports personality. So we've kind of evolved, I think, with each season, you know. And this season, we've had like some amazing guests already. Coming to share their view, their stand on what you know they think, whether what women want or whether it's about motherhood, whether it's about parenting. Like today, we had a lovely chat with Shefali, which I think is amazing, and I've always wanted to, you know, chat with her, and no, because she's such an intense actor, and sometimes I feel like, I mean, like, you know, I'm also like I like doing emotional scenes, and like I've always been like, you know, I know that I cry well on screen, so when I saw Shefali in like her recent work, I was like, oh my God, like I'm such a huge fan, you know. So today was such a special day at the show.
Yeah, yeah. You know, you talked about motherhood, and you recently posted a picture of like Jay having this ultimate toddler meltdown. I don't think you thought much of it, but in that one post, you made yourself so relatable to so many moms like me.
Yeah.
I remember leaving a comment saying, thank you for normalizing the toddler meltdown.
Yeah. Terrible twos. Oh God. I mean, like he's still going through that every morning, every evening. I have to kind of like, you know, be like, oh my God. Breathe, pranayams, yoga, walking yoga. Like when you're like walking around the house and you can be like, oh my God, like I mean, he's screaming. And I'm like, why is he screaming? He's just like randomly like, you know, having this kind of, you know, shit fit. I don't know for what. Just, but yeah.
We don't know what they want.
Yeah. We know what women want. We don't know what the toddlers want. That's for sure. I don't think anyone has.
Yes, that's season 5 of your show.
That's season 5. There, we've got
a show idea.
Season 5.
Yeah. But listen, as a boy mom, and because I'm one myself as well, I'm curious to know, as a mother and a feminist that you are, what are you very conscious of doing in terms of what do you want your kids to have in terms of values? Raising boys, I know there's an additional pressure on us moms today, right?
Yeah.
So what are you very conscious on when it comes to that?
You know, because of this pressure and there's so much gyan मुफ्त का ज्ञान जो है हर जगह मिल रहा है because everybody is talking about कि ये the boy should be like this is the way parenting should be, that's the way it should be. There's so many people blogging, talking, everything is so much. I don't follow, I don't listen, I don't, there's no blueprint plan. There's no list that, okay, I have to do this. The only thing I always tell Saif is that I just want the boys to be kind. I want them to be, kindness is the most important quality, I think, and a beautiful quality a boy or a man can have. And in today's world, kindness is forgotten, and it's much needed. And if you deal with kindness in any situation that you are in, I tell Taimur also, I said, I think you'll be a winner, it'll be fine. So I just pray that they're kind, gentle, and just figure it out, be a good person. I think we all figured it out. There was not so much gyan back in the day when our parents were bringing us up. They did a fine job, I think. And we've always, both Karishma and me, been we're very close. That's what our parents have always taught us.
That's a big win for your parents.
Yeah. We're very family driven. We're very loyal. I know what friendships are, what, sisterhood is, so these are things that hopefully both the boys are growing up watching. And the most important thing, they're growing up watching their mother go to work. My son isn't well today, but I'm here at work. He was upset that I left him, but he'll remember the time, and I said, I'm going to come back really soon. It's upsetting me that I have to leave you as well. But hopefully he'll appreciate that, and, it'll stay with him to respect women a lot more, because, we both are working. And Saif's not even here. He's also working in Amritsar. So he knows I just want him to, it's not about what you kind of make them do or say.
It's what they're watching.
It's what they're watching. It's just being around in that atmosphere, just growing up, being. Saif is conscious when we're talking to each other also. He's like, we should keep the volume down also. Sometimes when they're excited also, they kind of think that, okay, what's happening? Why are they talking loudly? So he's if he sees us talk to each other really nicely, kindly,
he won't know any
whether
other
it's
way.
to our friends, to us, to our people around us, anybody, he should see that. So I think it's the visual kind of parenting that I'm rather for.
I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
Really. The joke often is that men don't know what women want. Is that the case with Saif, or is he a happy exception?
I don't know whether he knows what women want, but he definitely knows what I want. And that's the most important thing in his life right now. And which is pretty easygoing and relaxed. And I don't know. I think men, they figure it out at least, what women want. And they should know by now, no?
Yeah.
I think so.
4 seasons you have given them.
काफी ज्ञान दिया है, so I think they should know. They should know that whatever. I mean, where in my house where we everything's equal, everyone's equal. That's what it is, and that's what we stand for, and that's what I believe in.
Yeah.
What Saif believes in.
Yeah.
And that's what's important.
To so many of us, you seem to live like the fairy tale queen, like the charmed life. I want to know, because I know
why?
somewhere inside there is that very, very normal girl. What's the most normal thing you do? Khane mein kya banao is aapka department?
Everything is my department, from planning what the kids eat at home, what's happening, their play dates, their classes, what's generally khana ghar pe kya ban raha hai, saab kya kha rahe. I love doing all of that. I love multitasking. I love being an actor, a star, a housewife. I love it. I love handling the home. If I'm having people over, I like the fact that I'll clean the table probably on my own, or I'll say aise karo, waise lagao. I get into all of that. And that's so much a part of me, That's a part of, because I think I'm passionate also, and I like to, keep doing something or the other.
And like you said, your kids are watching every move
Mama's
making.
Yeah, exactly. There's excitement if the grandparents or someone's coming over, they'll also help. I'll say, come on, help lay the table, I'll tell them, something like that. So it's they have to see yourselves cooking and come to the kitchen, just everyone's hanging together, listening to music. The idea of just watching, being together is precious enough for, rather than going to Disneyland. Sorry. But yeah, getting that.
I want to talk